power supply. Mech mode off.
Now, we reach the second epoch of the Royan Trine myth, the Sacred Reactor Epoch. After Balder, the sun's incarnation, had sealed the foreign divinity Huthrungur, the Frostlands fell into an endless dream. Assistant Navora, would you continue?
Okay. This section, it describes how the Exostrider used its greatsword to seal the Threnodian behind the Strider Gate. The records say both the Exostrider and the Threnodian traveled through the Strider Gate to reach Lahai Roy. Their battle was fierce. The Threnodian pushed the Exostrider to the brink of defeat. But at that moment, for, reasons unknown, the Exostrider's reactor drive flared with blinding light.
And it found the strength to raise its sword and seal the Threnodian away. Lahai Roy was saved. What a relief. Hi. Nice to meet you. I'm Imeth from Rebel College, same as you. First time seeing you in class. Trying to collect credits from all 4 departments? That's ambitious. Welcome to the academic quagmire.
Imeth, I've been looking for you. I never got the chance to thank you.
Thank me?
The day the Eye of the Threnodian appeared, you drove it back and saved me.
Did I? Sorry, I don't remember that.
She doesn't sound like she's lying. Then how...
A synchronist. A freshman.
What's so funny?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just not used to seeing you like this. I mean, look at you. Something's missing, though. Oh, I know! A uniform! The Academy still hasn't issued you one? They're painfully slow sometimes.
Imeth?
I have to go. Gotta run, Professor!
Rover, let's try to channel that enthusiasm into listening. Do come see me in my office after class, okay? Assistant Navora, if you would. Pick up from the Twilight Epoch's Unending Winter, please.
Sigrika, could you come to the library with me?
Okay. Hey, did you notice the new student? The one who kept talking to herself during class?
Rover, something happened during class, didn't it? So a girl named Imeth just got up and left the lecture hall. I never expected to hear that name again. Certainly not like this. Perhaps you've just had a run-in with a ghost. After all, you were the only one who saw her.
President Lucilla, what do you know about her?
Stay at Rebel College long enough, and you'll eventually hear her name mentioned. Though it's a story from over a decade ago now. Imeth was a synchronist. Brilliant, popular. Professors had high hopes for her. Then, during a piloting drill, she simply vanished. She climbed into a simulator with the others, but when the cockpit reopened, hers was empty. Intrigued? Want to go find her? Of course. You're exactly the type to get pulled into Imeth's story. To see someone who vanished years ago, presumed dead, lingering around the academy. The figment of your imagination, or is there more to it? I'm very curious to find out. She disappeared from the Synchrolink training grounds. The very cockpit she vanished from is still there. The Academy turned it inside out at the time and found nothing. But if you're interested, go take a look. I expect you'll dig up some new surprises for us.
Solaskin? What could they be doing here? That's Solaskin. It's headed straight for the Synchrolink training grounds.
Imeth, transform.
Ascending.
My frequency loss. It's getting worse.
Nope. Still on the fritz. How are you feeling?
I'm okay. After that mech flew off, I felt less of my frequency bleeding out. That mech's frequency felt like the presence from the rift back in Aonami City. Imeth, that mech only left after it saw you. After you clashed with it. That's twice you've saved me. Each time I'm left with more questions than answers. They say you're the Exostrider synchronist who's been missing for over 10 years. And your hand back there.
Me? I'm not the Exostrider synchronist now. I'm its resonator. I just died first. Call me a digital ghost. +10 years back, the underground seal broke. The Threnodian on the other side of the Strider Gate was about to swallow Lahai Roy. I was still a student. My sync with the Exostrider hadn't hit 100% yet. But there was no other choice. The Exostrider was still sleeping, so I had to do something unorthodox.
So you overclocked yourself to try to resonate with it?
Yup. Impressive, right? I woke the big guy up. If only for a second. The seal held. The crisis averted. Everyone I cared about, they made it out okay. But it was too much for me. My body couldn't take it and got totally torn apart. So yeah, I died. But I'm still here, just floating around. I've been a little invisible. Well, a lot invisible. To everyone until you. You can see me now because of this little guy. The Exostrider's reactor core. My existence is kinda tethered to it now. Think of it as my heart. Even as a digital ghost, I never stopped trying to pull myself back together, to get back to reality. There's something I gotta do, and I gotta be the Exostrider's true resonator to see it through. But our resonance started with an overclock. The power I got was unstable from the get-go. I've spent years building it back up with this core. The Solaskin have been my little helpers too. Then, not long ago, you ended up with it. That became your backstage pass to seeing me.
Not long ago. You mean when the reactor drive fell?
Bingo! Since then, the core has become energy stored inside you. This is the first time I managed to make it solid. Took me a bit to figure out the trick.
Then it was you. You're the one who saved Mornier when she was dying.
You and that junior of yours were always close. We even crossed paths a few times back when I was still, well, around. Of course I'd help.
A junior of mine. So I really did know Mornier in the past.
Oh, and by the way, when you charged in to save Professor Mornier, you looked pretty cool. All right, no more teasing. But I mean it. No matter what, you always choose to save. And to me, that's the coolest thing in the world. the most beautiful. Anyway, back to business. The reactor core is tied to Sigillum. That's the mech that attacked you. It's like those void worms you fought. Made mostly of Exostrider parts, but corrupted. Contaminated by Threnodian void matter. Sigillum stole a chunk of my power. That threw a wrench in my whole reassembling myself project. Now it's after the core too. Since Sigillum holds this piece of the Exostrider's power, it can't be killed completely as long as the Exostrider and I exist. Now, it can only be me who stops it. And since just touching the thing makes your frequency drain, taking it down should plug your leak too. Plus, I get my power back. Win-win. But see what it's doing to me? Even with you holding the core, I keep flickering in and out. 1 second I can touch you, the next I'm fading right through. So annoying. So will you help? You've got the core, and the reactor drive is wrecked. I can't do this alone. Also, I've noticed, when the core is in your hand, it runs faster.
I can tell you're leaving a few things out, Imeth. Still, you helped me and a lot of people in the High Roy. That's enough for me to trust you. What do you need me to do?
Existence is the imprint life leaves behind. Being remembered, talked about, and seen. All the places I went when I was alive bear those imprints. The core's running lets me find and record those frequencies. These little cuties have been my scouts. And they'll be our guides now, too. Pretty easy, huh? All you gotta do is carry the core and follow our lead.
I'll do it.
Alrighty. Thanks in advance, study buddy. Oh, is that Rebel? The Soliskin went down the lift. Let's follow.
Before we go, I need to contact Mornier. The reactor drive was Lahai Roy's son. If I'm using the core, the Academy will want to know.
Go for it. No problem.
Why are you such a slave to the manual? Be bold! Think outside the box.
Imeth definitely glossed over some things. Like what happened during our previous encounter, what she's done since becoming a digital ghost, and the real reason why Sigillum stole her power. After years drifting like this, to still hold on to that spirit, her will must be strong. Prying answers from her won't be easy. I'll bide my time. The right moment will come.
Has something happened, Mentor? I see. So the reactor drive's core survived the crash. It must be the key to reactivating the Exostrider. Of course, then the official stance is that it be returned. Star Torch Academy and the Roya would both agree on that. But as you said, curiosity from the Institute is inevitable.
Mornier?
My. Already caused a stir in the training grounds. Color me impressed. I'll have people clean up the aftermath. You can carry on as you see fit.
You were monitoring my comms with Mornier?
You're a person of special interest. Of course we keep an eye on your movements.
We?
Yes, we. The Space Trek Collective. Think of us as the annoying adults on campus. I'll handle the debate between the Institute and the Academy about the Corps. This is a matter of priority. They'll listen to me. But when you're done with your business, I'll need you to return the Corps to the Exostrider. You didn't mention it to Mornier, but I suspect your possession of it traces back to Imeth, doesn't it?
President Lucilla, I don't appreciate being interrogated over a tapped line.
My apologies. As the one responsible for this academy, matters related to the Exostrider tend to cloud my judgment. After the incident with Warren, we upgraded safety protocols on public lines. No more overstepping. Here is a peace offering. I've granted you full clearance. Passes for the Starboard Riseway, archive access, and use of Academy weaponry and equipment. I'll also personally apologize to Professor Mornier for interrupting your comms and ensure her next research grant is substantially approved. How's that, Rover? More to your liking?
Why is the Space Trek Collective pushing this so hard?
You should know. You have a past in Lahairoi, and you have some kind of connection with the Exostrider. The Twilight Epoch, the unending winter described in Royan legend, the threat of the Threnodian Aleph Mun is growing. We need the Exostrider awakened. Returning that reactor core is the only way. We've always trusted you to stand with us in this matter, to stand on the side of humanity. You know where to find me if you need anything, Rover. And my door is always open if you just want to talk.
The Soliskin is leading us to the auditorium first. The new solar celebration is almost here. I wonder what they'll put on this time. By then, exams will be over, and we'll finally get a long break. Ah, vacation. What's not to look forward to?
Energy consumption increasing.
Told you! There are tons of Fleet Snowfluff fans at the Academy!
I just hope the fan
Told
meeting
you!
is-
There are
Oh, hello. Are you here for the Fleet Snowfluff fan meeting? The venue is still being set up, but once it's ready, please join.
She's a singer! A campus legend! She's only released online, but she's super popular!
But her site hasn't been updated in over 10 years. She posted one last demo, and then... nothing.
Don't be such a downer! Maybe she just graduated and moved on to bigger things. Probably never showed her face to keep her life private. Doesn't matter. We still have her music. Here, even if you're not a fan, you should give her a listen. I'm new here, but even I was hooked when I first heard her songs.
Nice print. A fan meeting. Huh. If they're happy, I'm happy. Come on. Let's follow the Soliskin and see what's going on in the auditorium.
Told you! There are tons of Fleet Snowfluff fans at the Academy!
I just just hope the fan meeting goes smoothly and everyone has fun. After scrapping so many drafts, I finally got this poster ready for everyone
The
in the
fan meeting merch made it on time. Thank good.
What? Oh, just a habit of mine. Waving, chatting, going to class. It makes me feel like I'm still alive. If I stop, I might forget what it felt like to be human. Call it a self-reminder.
Fleet Snowfluff?
Yep, that's me. But don't say my alias out loud. It's embarrassing.
So you weren't just a synchronist. You had a whole other life here.
Just one of my many hobbies. I was into photography, gaming, movie nights with friends. Figured you only get to be a student for a few years. And I wasn't the ambitious researcher type. I wanted to soak it all up while I could. I tried a little bit of everything. I just wanted a happy, carefree life. Who knew I'd end up as a ghost, stuck as a student for 10 more years? How awful is that? Wait, does this mean I'm never gonna graduate? Hope so. Guess everyone needs something to hold on to. It's good to have a little hope. But I have to say, it's really moving to hear people talk about my songs after all this time. I wrote those for myself, you know? Never expected so many people to care. But if they made someone feel something, joy, pain, anything, that makes me really happy. Hey, listen. Hear that song playing in the auditorium? That's the unfinished demo I left on my site. What a shame. I really should have finished that before the training run. Now it's my little musical epitaph. Let's go. The Soleskin is calling us.
Is that the student rep from Rebel College? That's one bold speech.
Is she giving a welcome speech or recruiting for a space adventure club? Uh-oh, the professors look upset.
But she made a good point, didn't she? Isn't that passion the entire reason we're here? To explore whatever's out there again.
Imeth, right? I remember her sync test scores were off the charts. We might be looking at this year's prime Exostrider candidate.
Don't be so sure. Heard about her extracurriculars. Put nicely, she's quite the dabbler. Put bluntly, she doesn't take anything seriously.
Potential is still potential. She's brilliant, she just needs guidance.
May we one day walk among the stars, to touch with our own hands a universe so cold, so real, and so breathtakingly beautiful. That's all from me. If I keep going, my credits this year might be in danger. It's an amazing feeling to be here at Star Torch Academy, and to know I'll be sharing this journey into the great unknown with all of you. As a student, I can't wait to start this new chapter of my life. There's just one thing missing today. I wish my family could be here in the crowd to hear this. So, to her, I want to say, I'm doing great. And I'm happy. Everything is just as you hoped it would be. So please, don't worry about me.
Looking back, I really do miss those days. Star Torch Academy is a nice place. I mean, I caused my fair share of trouble, but the professors never turned me away from lectures.
You saved the Hyroi, Imeth. But you paid for it with your future. And no one even knows.
Maybe a little. But it's fine. Loneliness doesn't kill. Besides, I still have plenty to keep myself busy with. I wish I could have been there. At graduation. To hug my friends and wish them all the happiness in the world. The Solace can headed outside. Let's catch up. If it's leaving the campus, it's probably going to the Frostlands. Right, we'll need to take the Starward Riseway.
That place above the sword?
Yes, a frozen, silent plain, white with endless snow. The place where the Exostrider finally sank into slumber. Our next stop is the Starward Riseway. Are you ready? When I was a kid, I once hid in the Starward Riseway and made it to the Frostlands all by myself.
Bold even as a child.
Hee hee. I'm a transform.
I hope we don't run into bad weather again, like the last time.
Have you got your thermal jacket on?
Cold?
I'm fine. What about you?
Between you and me, ghosts can't feel the cold. The snow. It's so beautiful.
What a coincidence to run into you here. This is a pleasant surprise.
Oh, it's Dr. Luke. When he's around, just pretend I'm not here. Otherwise, you look like a weirdo talking to thin air. You should hide too, okay? This is our secret journey.
You know him?
He's the school doctor. All the students know him. I didn't super well, but I do know that he's been in Lehigh Roy for a long time, and you can trust him.
You came to the Frostlands for the Exostrider? I'm headed the same way. I've got to check in on some researchers stationed out here on long-term fieldwork. Having a guide might make the trip a little easier. What do you say? Let me help you modify your bike. There are quite a few waterways, and its current setup might not handle them well.
You know how to modify bikes?
You pick up a few things when you come here as often as I do.
Oh, I used to love riding. My friends even called me the Speed Queen. Though that was usually while they were white-knuckling the seat and screaming.
Look at this place. Hard to believe it, but years ago, all of this was a lush green forest. Back then, the Roya were nomads, the true natives of Lehigh Roy, who walked in step with nature itself.
Was it the lament that changed it into Frostlands?
Yes, it triggered a magnetic pole shift. From then on, Lehigh Roy became the new pole. But a lament wasn't the only cataclysm stirring back then. In the past, we had already reached the stars, but at some point, the etheric sea spread to cover all of Solaris. From that moment on,
From that moment on, the universe locked its doors. We couldn't verify whether the sky above us was real or just a reflection.
countless spacecraft were lost. Our space exploration programs were abandoned, and space became out of reach. But times have changed. Since its founding, the goal of Star Torch Academy has been to use the Exostrider to explore space, whether through the Etheric Sea or the Strider Gate.
I understand the Etheric Sea part, but the Strider Gate?
You know Lahairoy's history. Both the Exostrider and the Thenodian first came to Solaris through the Strider Gate. The Academy has its theories, but here are two you might find interesting. The Strider Gate is a gateway to outer space, and Aleph 1 is a Thenodian alien to Solaris. With a gateway like that, of course we want to open it. But to pass through, we must awaken the Exostrider and be prepared to face Aleph 1 head-on. I've long believed that Aleph 1 poses a far greater threat beyond void storms and void worms. With other Thenodians, we can at least glean clues of their nature from their places of origin and the civilizations they emerge from. But Aleph 1... our knowledge remains blank. So many dream of being the Voyager who returns from the stars, the first to walk the cosmos once more. But in all these years, no one has succeeded. The Etheric Sea phenomenon cast us into isolation, but it also gave birth to all our dreams of what could lie beyond. And those dreams are still alive today.
Dr. Herson?
Just call me Luke. It has a nicer ring to it, no?
Then, Luke?
Puddle up so deep here.
Yeah.
You see that? Ancient life forms, frozen right into the ice walls. Millennia frozen in a single moment. Preserved so perfectly you can almost see what they used to be. To be stuck like this forever. Kinda miserable, don't you think?
Must be around here.
Someone's ahead.
You are the one who was talking to yourself in class.
Whoopsies!
Oh, and Dr. Herson. You are traveling together? Did the Academy greenlight a new field trip?
Just my routine checks on the field researchers. Rover here has their own business to attend to, but we're headed the same way. What about you, Miss Navora? Chasing more fallen debris?
Yes, exactly. I heard the Frostlands have been experiencing changes since Helios was launched. I had a hypothesis that new debris fields might have been exposed.
Debris?
Space equipment that fell from the sky long ago. Probes, satellites, and even space stations. Some previous digs unearthed wreckage containing records lost during the lament. Oh, and images. Photos taken in orbit of other planets. They were absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. Oh, sorry. I got carried away. Thank you. Sometimes I'll just start info dumping. I know it's not the best. The universe. What secrets is it hiding behind all those infinite stars? I really want to know. Anyway, in short, I came here for the fallen debris. The data on the instrument shows there's a high chance that close by... Huh?
Run!
I knew it! There had to have been undiscovered debris in this area. It must have been sealed in the ice wall all this time.
Luke, Navora, you alright?
Oh, I'm good. Perks of being a ghost, you know?
I'm so sorry. It's my fault for putting everyone in danger.
The collapse was an accident. We're all okay, so don't blame yourself. But the way we came in is completely blocked.
Scaling that ice wall? It's too high, too risky. I'd rather not have a student on that climb. I've contacted the Academy. They're sending a rescue team. Once Navora is safely returned, we'll set out again.
Oh. Hey, Little guy here says our next stop is deep in the ice. There's a path at the bottom of the station. Want to check it out?
What about waiting inside the station? It's freezing out here, and another collapse is possible. It's safer to wait for the rescue team indoors.
I agree. I want to see what's inside too.
With Rover on the team, a quick recon should be manageable. Up to you.
Hey, question. Before you came to Lahai Roy, did you do this kind of thing a lot?
What do you mean?
Like traveling with a crew, seeing the sights, stumbling into trouble, then going your separate ways. Like a classic road trip movie, you know? Nice. I happen to love those. Looks like this time I get a co-starring role. Amazing! Let's keep going, study buddy.
There's a collapsed entry point over there, but it's blocked. Some kind of barrier caused by unstable frequencies.
The Exostrider sleeps in these Frostlands. Void storm activity can make local frequencies unstable with fluctuating void matter levels. Oh, taking this opportunity, let me grant you access to the module adapter. Huh. It's already unlocked.
That must have been Lucilla.
Let's move to an area with a stronger signal so it can be deployed. This module adapter was developed by Star Torch Academy for Frostland expeditions. It lets you interact with frequencies disrupted by void matter. Give it a try. You'll need it here. Compared to other debris fields, The station is in much better shape.
It's amazing.
Back in Mount Firmament, I saw characters like this. They belonged to the court of Savante. But I still can't make out what it's saying. This is...
Welcome aboard the Skyark. I'm Wenlu, your guide for today's tour. Teachers, please stay with your assigned groups and ensure this one-day tour goes smoothly. Please direct your attention here. This containment unit holds droplets of the etheric sea itself. As you know, the etheric sea suddenly appeared above Solaris one day. During that initial event, the court of Savante briefly glimpsed a figure of a white-haired woman. She vanished in an instant, leaving countless puzzles in her wake. What is the etheric sea? What does it do? And why does it appear? The court of Savante conducts research here at Skyark to seek answers to these questions. Next, please scan your clearance with the system and follow me in an orderly manner. We will now proceed to the central deck. Awaiting us is this station's most significant breakthrough, a mass relay device powered by a stabilized sample.
A sample of the etheric sea? If it's part of the fallen debris, can it be? This research started before the phenomenon first appeared? Oh my, this is an absolutely incredible discovery! Thank my lucky stars I came to the Frostlands today.
That guide was probably a hologram frozen in the system's memory. Those brilliant minds in the Institute will be wetting themselves over this.
One-day tour, huh? From the way she spoke, the visitors must have been school kids. Guess hopping a shuttle into orbit wasn't a big deal back then.
The containment unit looks custom-made too. Transporting those samples safely would have been a massive logistical operation. Huh. Court of Savante Space Station. This is an exceptionally rare find. The Academy has recovered other debris from this era. The systems have enough common architecture for me to manage a basic reboot. As for the Court of Savante's characters, let's just say I developed an interest in it, under unique circumstances.
The characters on that pen, they're Court of Savante letters.
I obtained it by chance. In fact, it happens to involve you. This isn't the place for that story. When we're back at the Academy, come by the infirmary. I'll explain then. After all, it is a long story.
Ooh, sounds mysterious. I want to hear the story too.
Please,
Pretty please.
I'll hang back and wait for my cue then.
Everyone, this way, please. The visitor registration system is here.
Welcome aboard the Sky Ark space station. It's an honor to share this vessel of knowledge with you as we journey across the stars.
The clearance we got won't grant us access to the entire station. We'll need to register again later. Also, while the hull looks intact, the system is reading several parameters in the red. Could be the etheric sea's droplets affecting the surroundings, spreading through the station.
Cherish every gain. Remnants of the past. Leave it to me. Bad timing. I sense your weakness. No hesitation. Strike from the shadows.
That flowing sphere is the mass relay device, with the etheric sea as its core. Let's check the console. With the droplets dispersed, some space station sectors have become unstable. This mass relay device shares the same origin as the droplets. It can stabilize them and also punch a corridor to other sectors. Incredible that it has such capabilities.
The hatch over there is back to normal.
Interesting. Feels different from how I usually move. Pathway's blocked. Let's try the module adapter.
Look here! Hello? Digital Ghost, remember? Hacking this is easy. Welcome to IME Maps.
An unexpected discovery. Remnants of the past.
Wow! Solaris' rising star, everyone! What a leap!
Oh, come on.
Track system activated. Done. This track was used to transport experimental samples from space. The storage facility should be just ahead.
These containment units hold star fragments and etheric sea droplets, all collected in EVA missions by our very own Uncle Clement, who just gave you a tour. It's exhausting work. After each mission, he requires a full cycle in a recovery pod. Let's thank Uncle Clement, and then gather here. Now, please welcome Project Director Junshi to give us an overview of the Etheric Sea Initiative.
By now, you will have experienced our mass relay device. It is our first major breakthrough and definitive proof of our theory that Etheric Sea can be utilized as a gateway. The droplets exhibit unique quantum properties. Used as a medium, they could help us reach places no one on Solaris has ever set foot. We haven't found the way yet, but I believe these obstacles will be solved soon. I have faith, not just in the court of Savante, but also in humanity's resolve to explore the stars, and in the budding curiosity I see before me. A mind that feeds on the light of distant stars will never be content to simply look. It will find a way to make the journey. Recently, a brilliant new mind joined Skyark. Our work was instrumental in developing the mass relay device. Let's welcome Professor Wei Ying to share her vision.
A pity. His hopes never came true. Humanity's quest to reach the stars has only gone backward. To feed on the light of the stars. Venturing into the unknown beyond the Etheric Sea. Romantic idea. Though who says something ugly isn't waiting out there in the dark?
Over here. I found something interesting in the system logs. The station fell long ago. But according to this, the Skyark system was briefly reactivated after years of silence.
Could someone still be alive?
Not likely. We'd have found signs of life long before now. The activation sequence was used only to seal hatches and lock equipment. After that, nothing.
Can you see who activated it?
Hold on. Yes. Clearance belonged to Clement.
The one who gathered the droplets.
That's all I can pull for now. But the Academy will run a full investigation later. I'll keep you in the loop.
Good. Keep me posted.
Shame the director's speech got cut off. Can't help but wonder what that colleague of his was going to say.
Welcome aboard the Skyark.
The station's security grid is offline in this sector. The monsters? Void matter has made them highly unstable.
No hesitation. Ha! Ha! Strike from the shadows.
cherish every gain. An unexpected discovery. Leave it to me. Disperse. Strike from the hour is upon us.
The frequency here is unstable too. Try using the module adapter to disrupt it. Look left! I hacked the Skyarc system. This is the data archive sector. Those blocks are all storage modules. And that moving one? An anomalous module gone hostile due to the Skyarc system's glitches.
No hesitation.
Void matter levels seem to have risen.
Hopefully this helps.
It's moving deeper into the sector. I'm on it. Look! Lahai Roy Blocks is complete. In the Space Fantasy Katia series, every copy included this minigame. I love it so much, and I'm really good at it.
The anomalies here are more pronounced than before.
Hang in there! I'm working on something in the Skyarc system. Use the adapter to disrupt these error modules. Breach complete. Hey, do you know how to play rock, paper, scissors? Good. Now, go rock! Yeah, we won! Amazing play! Wish we could play another round of Lahai Roy Blocks again. These things are just like minions in the Space Fantasy Katia series. I'll clear them out for you.
Those modules fell and took out the hostiles?
These things are just like minions in the Space Fantasy Katia series. I'll clear them out for you.
Those modules fell and took out the hostiles? Doesn't it feel like we've been extra lucky this whole way?
You're right, but some modules did attack us. Hard to tell if the Skyarc system likes us or not.
Welcome aboard the Skyark space station. Your one-day tour has ended. Please follow your guide back to the central deck and log out of the visitor system in an orderly fashion. May we meet again among the stars.
There are traces of void storm contamination everywhere.
This concentration of void matter should have flooded the upper decks by now. Could something be containing it down here?
Further in. Something's down there.
Huh? That hurts.
Navora!
Void matter saturation is critical. The Skyark system is going into failure. I'm going in to try to stabilize it.
Everything here has already been contaminated, including that. From a doctor's perspective, the only healing left for what this man has become is release. Right on schedule. I bestow eternal peace.
Charge!
Rot, resected! A bearable price. Return to silence!
Wind calls, waves follow. Wind howls, unfettered by bounds. Tempest of slashes.
Charge!
Wind rises. The wicked.
We'll face judgment.
Rise anew. Time to incise.
Charge.
Entombed in daybreak. Accurate prediction. A deep incision.
Wind calls. Waves, wind howls. Unfettered by bounds. Annihilation. Bad timing.
Struggling with my scalpel etches your epitaph. Ash takes form. I'll check her injuries. Will you patrol the area to make sure there are no more threats?
Got it. You go check on her. What's that?
The Skyark system is stabilizing. Look, a log entry. Clement. That must have been the astronaut's name. Huh. After he woke from his sleep pod many years ago, he initiated a lockdown that sealed in this entire wrecked sector, including himself.
The void storm had ripped through the sector. He must have been contaminated the moment his pod opened.
That command was a failsafe. He knew he was going to lose his mind, so he wanted to stop himself from reaching the upper decks and hurting anyone. Tragic thing is, the station had already been down for years. There was no one left up there to save.
There was nothing human left in him, but sealing himself away. That choice had to come from the man he once was.
I guess losing yourself in a dream where everyone's still alive is its own kind of comfort. It's not like you can change reality.
This file? It looks like a recording.
Professor! Polaris's magnetic poles are shifting! Professor?
Look. Someone's falling straight from the etheric sea.
What's that? me in that recording? That had to have been the station's final moments, when the etheric sea phenomenon suddenly spread and engulfed all of Solaris, like Luke said. But those droplets in the sky, that was retroact rain. So that might have been an image of an event long ago, not part of the etheric sea phenomenon itself. Did I really fall from the etheric sea? Or what lay beyond it? Junshi did say the droplets could act as some kind of gateway. Back then, could I have? Imeth?
What's up? Not at all. I'm fine.
I'd recommend you keep this private. Don't leave the recording for the Academy's teams to find. Remember what I said earlier. It's a nest of competing factions. Anything connected to your past needs to be handled with discretion.
So, what do you think, leader of the Black Shores?
Very few people know about that. Be direct with me, Luke. I know you knew me before, but I acted mostly as a bloombearer in the past. You and I, what exactly are we to each other?
Friends, I'd say. Not the kind who lived in each other's pockets, but as a Huanglong saying puts it, true friendships are still waters that run deep. We met by chance, and by another twist of fate, you entrusted me with a rather long-term assignment. How about this? Strangers in passing who became confidants. How does that definition suit you? Sorry, but it's the truth. We didn't spend much time together, but we got along instinctively. Star Torch is a web of competing interests. If this video leaks, it'd create quite the cleanup operation. After your sudden exit years ago, people were lining up to unpack your history. Solaris's Golden Girl, forever a mystery. Not the same as when we first met. But let's save the reminiscing for later. Navora's hurt. I've stabilized her, but as a doctor, I must stay to watch over her. From this point, you'll have to proceed alone. We'll wait here for the Academy's retrieval team.
All right. I'll see you back at the infirmary. Luke, when you said I'm not the same, what did you mean?
Just my impression. I could be wrong, but you seem lighter now. More hopeful. Happier. And that's not a bad thing. retrieval team will arrive soon.
Okay.
Hold on, Navora. The retrieval team will arrive soon. Hold on, Navora.
So, our squad of 4 is now a squad of 2. Wait. I don't really count, do I? Guess that makes it a solo squad now. I once got accepted to work at a research outpost in the Frostlands. I took a different route back then.
That's a surprise. I thought you'd prefer hobbies over field trips.
Well, I was really into void storms. Could count as a hobby, I guess.
Looks like a long way. Better take the bike.
Let's follow the light ahead. So it was here.
This is the research outpost you mentioned before?
One of them. I worked at several outposts back then, but this one wasn't so lucky. The scan shows it was hit by a sudden void storm surge. No survivors. So that's why I never saw them again back at the academy. I thought I just didn't see them around.
Imeth.
Anything swallowed by the void storms slowly loses its existence until it's forgotten entirely. If a cassette makes it out, at least there's a record. But if that gets erased too, then even the fact that they died is erased. Use the core. I want to see them again.
Imeth, you were amazing. If not for you, that Glomoth would have crushed us to a bloody pulp. I'm still shaking, but you're already cool as ice. Are all synchronists from Rebel College as composed as you?
If you want to thank her, share your Voidstorm research. To the Frostlands came our little Imeth for this curiosity. You should show her that thesis you've been writing for years.
Imeth, you think cassettes might be a breakthrough? I'm not sure. Right now, they're just for archiving. Actual transcription feels like a leap.
Try looking to the exoswarm for inspiration. In Lahai Roi, only one power against the Voidstorm exists, and that all comes from the Exostrider.
Your thesis or your delicious stew, either works. I'm not picky. As for the Voidstorm, I'll try all your ideas. The problem is, we don't understand the Voidstorm deeply enough. Especially in the depths with high void matter concentration. No probe survives the journey, so research is stuck. I can't shake the feeling that... When I was a child, my parents were lost to a void storm. Soon after, I even forgot what they looked like. So you see, death hasn't been all bad. Once I became a digital ghost, void matter couldn't affect me anymore. Even if the whole world forgets my friends and colleagues, I still get to remember every single one of them.
Imeth?
Yep.
You don't always have to smile through everything.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm happy. Really. It's the way I choose to live. You're too serious, always overthinking, hence the long face. You wouldn't understand how happy this moment makes me. Come on, I'll show you the Frostlands slumbering giant. Lahai Roy's Exostrider. Ever since I became a digital ghost over 10 years ago, I've stayed in Lahai Roi. Can't get too far from the Exostrider. You've been to many places, right? Care to share some stories?
Let me think.
So the rain holding Jinjo captive stopped. Time began to flow again, and everyone got to celebrate a new beginning with the Moon Chasing Festival. Then you returned to the Black Shores, to the place that's always watched over you from afar. Oh, and the archipelagos, Raguna and Septimont. Oh, I just love how different these places feel.
Storms are pushing us
It's all so wonderful. I love hearing these stories.
Dive deep into the space, across the stars, running away to all the places where we've never been. That's our curiosity. Wish Satellites, quiet core, resonance is hard to find. Meteors crash towards frozen crust that can't crush, crave for the unknown. Engine falls.
It wasn't all smooth sailing. Plenty of emergencies along the way.
Still, it all sounds amazing. And I know you must care for some of the people you met. Tell me, this journey you've been on since losing your memories, have you been happy?
Yeah.
That's all that matters. Safety measures. Ah. I knew the next stop would be here. The cabin up ahead. It's where I used to live with my family. Sorry, I need a minute. I'm not ready yet.
Just like before. The moment it appears, my frequency starts getting sucked out of me. Imeth said it's a Threnodian derivative, like the Void Worm. They share similar frequencies, but my gut says it's different.
What happened to ya? Your frequency's been leaking everywhere. I tried plugging it from the inside, but it didn't work. This is no good. How about this? It stopped. For now, I gotta rest.
You did great, Abby. Go get some rest.
Don't you ever jump in after me like that again. The void matter concentration down there is too high. If you fall into void space, even you could be consumed, erased from existence. Always making people worry. There's a theory in Lahai Roy. Threnodian Aleph 1, the devourer of existence, is the embodiment of voidance. The dissolution of all things. Its true form is like a black hole. And that theory is correct. I've verified it myself. So far, I'm the only one who's reached it. Because I'm already dead, and no living soul could withstand a place like that.
You went inside the Thronodian itself?
Yes. Think of a severe void storm as a manifestation and portal into void space itself. A higher dimensional plane. It's pitch black, but also like a kaleidoscope. Inside, time and space aren't linear. Everything is warped. Things the Thronodian devoured from different eras can be sitting right next to each other. I know you fought many Thronodians, but Aleph 1 is different. It's already one elsewhere. Wandering through the void space, I saw the proof. A graveyard of civilizations it's already ended. The Thronodian's presence in Lahai Roi is only a sliver of its true self. It's been trying to break through the seal on the Strider Gate to devour Solaris. So, don't go wandering off alone. Not until the Exostrider awakens. Come, let's rest at the cabin. I'll stay outside and keep watch, just in case Sigillum comes back. You rest. Don't go anywhere, okay?
I thought I remembered something before in the lake. I should look around this cabin while I wait for her to get back. A game console, 2 controllers. The screen is covered in dust. Hasn't been touched in years. Space Fantasy Katya 6. Split stars. Most games here are RPGs or co-op games. Childhood doodles. All telling stories of heroes saving the day. Well, she had a creative approach to art. Stuffed toys. A big cat and a small cat. They look like they were well loved. So soft. You could probably hug these all night. The Saws can rush towards the couch. Imeth still isn't back, but if my hunch is right... Imeth, have you been out terrorizing those snow fluff seals again? They scatter the moment they see you. Keep this up, and it won't be long before there isn't anyone left in the Frostlands to play with. Have you finished your lessons? You start school soon. Maybe spend less time gaming, hmm?
Nuh-uh! They love playing with me. Why else would they crawl over and play before running away? And my lessons... You promised me another level of split stars. No takebacks. But I want to learn how you folded that thing first. Can you show me? Pretty please?
You mean the paper plane?
Yeah! Mine always nosedives right away, but yours flew so far. How?
Well, of course, there's a trick to it. I'll teach you. But first, you finish your lessons. Then we'll fold planes together. All right?
Okay. You promise?
I promise. Cross my heart.
I've been wondering how to tell you this. And now... When I was little, I woke up one morning and realized I couldn't remember the sound of my parents' laughter anymore. Their voices, their faces, their warmth. Everything about them dissolved in the void storm. Later, even the memory of forgetting them began to fade from my mind. It terrified me to the bone. I didn't know how to fight it. I felt cold, and I knew I had to do something, anything to make it stop. So I ran away from Bjorder Woods by myself. I hid in the Starwood Riseway and made my way to the Frostlands. My parents, one was a foreign researcher, the other a Roya. They were stationed here during the Void Storm. I wanted to return to where we once lived, but I couldn't remember the way. I stumbled around for so long.
until I finally reached this lake.
Don't worry. Everything is okay now. My past self saved you.
I was sinking into the lake, choking. Everything was fading, until a pair of warm hands caught me. They held on tight and pulled me out. And when I opened my eyes, I saw you. But then I realized the talisman my parents had left me was gone, probably lost to the deep. The thought alone broke my heart. I cried so hard, and you had no choice but to scoop me up, comforting me as best you could. You took me back to your cabin to get warm. And after that, well, you guessed it. I stayed with you there, under your care, until the day you left Lahai Roy.
Why did you keep this from me?
Because it would have been awkward. Imagine someone you don't remember runs up to you, all smiles, saying, "Long time no see. I'm the kid you used to look after." And what would I even say next? Want to go visit our old cabin? I listened to you and topped my class? Or, yeah, I accidentally got myself killed. My bad. Saying any of that would only burden you. You never asked for any of it.
Since I woke in the Gorges of Spirits, I've met many people from my past. They've helped me recover pieces of myself. It's a good thing. I can make my own choices. You should have a little more faith in me, Imeth.
I see.
Then I'll just shoot away. My freshman speech, my first song release, the time I hit a new sync rate record. You missed all the big moments. But I couldn't be mad. I knew you were busy. You were always off saving Solaris from the lament. You had to, and I do think that's a good thing. So I thought, why can't I do the same? Look, I kept Lahai Roy safe while you were away. Sure, there was a cost. but not bad for your unofficial apprentice, right? You think so? Hearing that from a big old savior like you, well, that's nice. You mean after you left? Well, pretty normal, I'd say. Went to school, enjoyed my days, just like you wanted me to. And then, I became a ghost. Since then, it's been drifting between the Academy and Void Space. See? There is a bright side. Dying gave me a free pass into Void Space. I'd call that a win. Gotta explore somewhere, right? Saw you? Oh, you mean that thing you brought up in class? About me helping you take down the Eye of the Threnodian? Honestly, I don't remember a thing. But if the Threnodian was involved, it must have been in Void Space. Anyway, no clues from me. Threnodians having weird powers is nothing new. Or maybe you were just seeing things? Hey, easy now. Just rest here tonight. We'll handle everything tomorrow when you're stronger. Project Rebuilding Myself is going great. Once we reach the Exostrider and recharge with the reactor, we can make for Sigillum and finish it for good. I will take care of the problem for you.
We will face it together, Imeth.
Of course. But for now, bedtime. You take your old room. I'll be in mine. Kinda takes me back, saying goodnight like this. Just like old times. Good night.
Huh? When did I fall asleep? My paper plane. I have to show it to her. This cat stuffy she gave me is so warm. I love cuddling it when I sleep. Feels like she's right there with me. forgot to save my game. That was my best score ever. Next time, I'll definitely beat her record. I'll show her. I drew my favorite story. The challenger fighting the dragon, and the lone hero battling the evil Galactic Empire. But I can't get the colors of their clothes right. Oh well, I'll just ask her to help me later.
Imeth. What's wrong? Can't sleep?
Are you sad right now?
No. Just thinking about some things.
You're lying. You are sad.
You see right through me, huh? I'm not sad. I just... Well, to put it in your words, I guess I'm thinking about my homeland.
Then, do you want to go back for a visit?
I can't go back.
Why? Can I tell you a secret? After Mom and Dad went away, my chest always felt all tight and heavy. When people in the tribe talked to me, their voices always sounded really far away. But that day at the lake, after I cried in front of you, the feeling got a little smaller. I didn't feel so bad. I know you can't say this stuff to other people, 'cause they all think you're super strong. But I'm just a kid, and I don't think you're that strong. So, if you need to cry, you can cry with me. I'm really good at keeping secrets. So, you don't have to be sad by yourself. Okay?
My homeland is far, far away, Imeth. The people there gave me a mission. That's why I came here.
What kind of mission? It must be really important to come so far.
It's complicated. Too complicated for you right now.
Then just pick a simpler way to say it. I'll listen really carefully.
A simpler way. Put in terms of your space fantasy Katya games, I came here to save the world. To do whatever needs to be done to fulfill the mission, for as long as it takes. But was it the right thing for me? Because one day I realized I would never return home. I couldn't stop thinking about that faraway place. More than I ever had before. In what you'd call dreams, I'd go back. Stand there. Just stare at what I once called my homeland. Even if staring didn't change a thing. Even if it was pointless.
Oh, I see. You miss home.
Maybe. But talking with you makes it not so bad.
There's still a lot I have to do in this world. This won't stop me. Don't worry about me, Imeth. Yeah?
I'm your family too. Until you find your real family and can go back to your homeland, I'll be right here with you.
Sounds good.
Thank you, Imeth.
Huh. A dream of the old days. Homeland.
Morning! Off to see the Exostrider we go!
Propulsion mode.
Looks like a long way. Better take the bike.
The Exostrider is surrounded by water. Perfect chance to test out that bike Dr. Luke modified for us. Are you ready for the end?